Hi everyone. Namaste.
Hello, namaste.
I hope everyone is doing well. Would love to see your faces now.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Sumit.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hi, Vishwa.
How are you? Good. Happy New
I'm
Year.
good. Happy New Year. Kim Chowda, how are you?
Glory. Happy New Year.
All right, so I think we can get started. I would just like to give a little introduction to someone we all know really well. She is a homeopathic doctor, she is a yoga teacher, she is a Reiki master, and so many more things. And my name is Vishwa. I just finished my undergrad degree. I got into a BA honors in psychology. I am currently studying yoga right now, and I practice art for my healing. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Gaurav, and I'm an MBA by education, and I work as a digital product manager here in Canada, Toronto. Next in line is Beam.
I knew you were going to pick on me for some reason.
I have people in the line of the participant list, so.
Oh, beautiful. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy New Year's. It's great to see everyone here. My name is Beam Pandya, and currently I'm working at the Toronto District School Board. I finished my degree in Masters in Public Administration from the UK, University of Birmingham, just last year. Well, 2 years ago. Time flies in COVID, right? You don't even realize it. But aside from that, I do look forward to, having the conversation today. And yeah, look forward to some great talks.
Great. Next is Sumit, and you also have your hand up if you have any questions.
Yeah. Hi, so I'm Sumit and I'm a yoga teacher. So I've not done anything great in education, but I'm doing great in practicing and teaching. So this is me. And I'm happy to be here and excited to have this session together.
Great.
So next, is it?
Nice to meet you. Next is Julie Kamble.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. My name is Zuili. I have just finished my master's last year. Oh, the new year started, Happy New Year. And I'm currently working as a content writer right now. Really looking forward to the discussion today.
Great.
Next we have Krishna Bhatt.
Hello guys, I'm Krishna. I am a citizen of the world and I'm happy.
Good one. Next in line is Nikita Joshi.
Hi, everyone. I am into the software industry working as a business analyst. And nice to meet you all. Really looking forward to learn from all of you today. Thank you.
Great. Next is Krusha.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. My name is Krishna Dave and I just finished my bachelor's in occupational therapy and I'm interning at DY Hospital. Apart from that, I love to bake and sometimes read.
Sure, that's great. Next is Rakesh ji.
Good morning and good evening everybody. Happy New Year. Myself Rakesh Akwal, working in Toronto for Sun Life and being a happy person. Thank you.
Great. The last in the line in my participant, actually I have a couple more. Sid Vyas.
Hello everybody, I am Sid and I am a CS undergrad currently and looking forward to hear some great ideas today.
Great. Nice to meet you. And last in my list is Harit Joshi.
Right. Hi friends, I'm Harit Joshi. I have been working as a journalist for I think last 10-15 years and yeah, writing is my passion, and so is music.
Nice to meet you. Vishwa, I think we had Priya.
Amazing bunch of people I have right this moment. I'm so glad to see you all. Welcome you all in this session. Yes, and let's go ahead. What you want to start? So let's start and let's begin. Yes, Krishna.
All right, let me start with the first question then. Let's get the party started then.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So the first question is, what is the secret to your happiness? And what is the secret to universal happiness?
Wow, deep question. What is the secret of my happiness, right? Okay, my happiness is just a concept I can see in my world, because it's whenever an internal atmosphere is good, you start feeling happy about all the things, and maybe if you're not in a good mood, or if your internal atmosphere is not at the point where you want, you find fault in everything. So it's not outer. I will say happiness is right inside, and whatever you feel about it. That is happiness. Definition of happiness for me. And what is other question? The second half of the question.
What is the secret to universal happiness?
Universal happiness. Wow, universal happiness. Universe is all the time is happy, and there is nothing else than happiness and celebration, I would say. But it is our mindset, how we just pursue that happiness. And once again, I will say that it's about our internal atmosphere. ना, क्या खाया है, किससे बात की है, क्या किया है, पूरा नींद अच्छी आई है कि नहीं. And one more thing I would like to add in this. For me, whenever I do something for others, that makes me the most happy. Most happy. When someone is in need, and knowingly or unknowingly, when I reach them, that is the best moment for me.
I think I agree very much with your last point as well. Yes, doing something for some others, and that gives me the most happiness. To add on to it, it gives me more happiness when someone doesn't reach out to me and I'm still able to help them.
Oh, yes.
Because I think it's very, very difficult for someone in need to reach out for help, asking for help and seeking for help. And if me being in a position to realize that person requires help, and I was able to be there, that's what makes me happy as well. So I definitely agree with you at that point. Vishwa had some points.
Question?
Yeah.
So we were talking about helping others, and when we look at dharma, duty towards oneself, duty towards the family, duty towards society, right? And what if you don't find like alignment, or what if you can't find balance in working for like duty for yourself, duty for others? How do you balance those things?
Okay, well, what you are looking for by performing your duties and by doing your dharma, are you seeking happiness outside, or being happy you are doing that?
I think it's just the process of doing that makes me happy.
Yes, and when you are doing that with utter happiness from within, and you're not expecting anything from out, then at that moment you are performing your dharma 100%. And in return, in abundance you will get. There won't be any lack when you don't expect, and unconditionally, whenever you are doing your dharma, it comes back to you in 1,000 times. And one more thing, when we are performing duty, duty word is so heavy, and whenever we use that, I have duty towards certain things, it takes away your freedom, and everyone and all species on this planet wants that freedom, and when you do anything with that balance of freedom inside, then you are not bothered with whatever you get, you will feel happy. Nobody else will give you that freedom. You yourself have to give that.
Agreed.
I had a point to add and also a question later. Since we're talking about universal happiness, another perspective I had is also the state of flow that gives happiness. And flow is, what I see is as is an intersection between discipline and freedom. So that state also gives happiness, is what I've experienced.
Yes. But when you take that discipline also as a duty, then again it will take away your happiness.
Yes, absolutely.
Discipline is by default when you are doing something with utter happiness and freedom. That will follow, in sequence it will follow. And you don't have to worry about that I have to follow this discipline. That will be your the most innermost part of your life. That's what I observed in myself in last few years.
Yeah, should we move on to the next question?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I just had this observation and something that I introspect sometimes. With every generation, I think we are becoming more anxious and, that we need to do something or we need to be something. And I see that earlier generations or, people were just happy in what they were doing anyway. There was no, anxiety of doing something or restlessness. So, any thoughts on that?
It's very true. And wonderful question, I think, Nikki. I think everyone must be having this question. Yes? Most of you must be having this question. Earlier generation were not so anxious and not so stressful before. And do you believe that they were not having any challenges and any stress in their life? No, it was more difficult life for them, because whatever the technologies and whatever the sukh suvidha जो हमारे पास अब है, वो तब नहीं था, है ना? Especially a simple example, if they want to make a chutney, they have to do with the hand pastel with so much efforts and so much time, right? And before also there are only 24 hours, and now also it is 24 hours. Yes. But the one difference was there, the earlier generation was having too much patience in them. And that patience was making them rest inside. Because of that patience, they were not in a hurry to jump to somewhere. And whatever they are doing, they were into that. Right? And what anxiety means, we want to jump somewhere else, and whatever we are doing in the moment, we are not present at all. And anxiety is all about thinking about something next, or doing something else along with whatever you are doing. And whenever you are not at the moment, you start feeling that anxiety. And you lose that peace of mind. And patience to dur ki baat hai, jaane do. This is just the युग वो कलयुग के बदले इसका नाम ही instant युग होना चाहिए. The instant, everything you want instant. And instant is what? It take away your present moment. Instantly you want to jump. You're not allowing yourself to enjoy this happiness, whatever you're having right now, right? And patience should be nurtured from the beginning in this generation. That is my utter wish, from the kindergarten. We are just now. I have seen many parents. They just feel so proud when their kids, they say so many poetry, so many mantras, these and that, and so many things. But the one thing should be nurtured in the beginning is patience. Small little lessons you should give them to nurture. ऐसे ही बोलने से नहीं आ जाता patience. You have to try them some task, creative task, and by doing that, even we all can practice that. And by slowly and steadily, we develop that patience. And we also can become better than our elders or the past generations, because we have so many facilities in our hand. I hope I have given you an answer.
Yes, that was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
One thing I would like to add in this. I am the Youth Empowerment Seminar Art of Living teacher also. And in my seminars, I always used to give one task to them. I just mix mustard seeds and ajwain, the currant seeds, together. And I always ask them to separate them, and for the just the one when we begin the task with a few minutes of the 1 or 2 minutes, they were restless, desperate so much, that how it is possible. Before even beginning the task, they were just restless. We are like that. But once they start doing that, when they are involved in that, then they are not thinking about anything, but they are just doing that. And separating them is not required, but being in the process was needed. And they understood that. That way we can nurture this patience.
Has his hand raised?
Yes, Sumit. Sumit's hand is always raised.
Actually, I like to listen a lot. So I want to listen more.
No, you can ask also. Your question may help others too. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask you, how do you keep consistent practice of the meditation? Like I lack a lot. I don't keep myself very consistent because like I have gained a lot of patience from yoga, vipassana practitioner, but I'm not motivated towards meditation, not much. But when I feel, okay, I need meditation, then only I do. Otherwise, usually I don't keep meditation all day, every day, like usually life, like I just do my practice, asana practice sometime. And sometime, when you're too busy, when I'm too busy, I'm not able to do practice also. So how do I keep motivated towards this?
Wonderful question. First of all, in your question, there were 2 to 3 words, doing, then need, and motivation. Yeah. So, in my definition, when you think that I want to do something, that is the first failure.
Okay.
And especially if we are talking about meditation, it's when you want to meditate, it will never happen. Because it's just like that. You want to sleep, you are trying to sleep. Can you try for sleep?
Never.
No, right? If you want to sleep, you have to just lie down. You have to just drop yourself. Yeah. If you try to sleep, I want to sleep, you will not be able to sleep. It is just like that. If you want to meditation, first we have to understand what is dhyan, what is meditation. Meditation, there are 3 simple golden rules about it. First, you are not doing anything. You are not doing anything. You want nothing and you are nothing. When you think that I want to do things, that you have come in between. Yes? And when you think that I want to do the thing, then that condition is there. Yeah? So first, whenever you want to, if you want to make that habit, so first only one thing you should do it, that discipline. Rest, everything falls in place. No? I want you just fix some time. You are sitting and it will flow, it will, as if it is just like brushing your teeth. You don't have to keep yourself reminding every day, I have to brush my teeth, I have to brush my teeth, I have to brush my teeth, I have to take shower. It's a discipline. You do it. Yes? Yeah. And
it's a priority, like as you said. It's a priority, like what is my priority right now?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. And just keep doing it. It will happen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
And once you start doing it, the benefits of that, the change, the transformation brings that motivation automatically.
Yes.
Never stop doing it.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can understand this.
Yes.
Because I'm like not consistent, but I love to do it. Like I love doing it, meditation, everything. I find myself whenever I do all this practice, I meet myself at that time. And when I don't do, I just go away from myself. so I can understand each and everything. And I find myself, maybe I'm a little bit lazy because I see, okay, I got certification, I'm teaching, I'm earning money, but sometimes, like you just become lazy. You don't want to do, maybe you need some break like that. So it happens, and that's why I want to work like consistent. And let's see, after this session, I might get more motivation to do.
And one thing I would like to add into that, आपको जब प्यास लगती है, if you are thirsty, where you go to find that water? Either you take water bottle, or you go to fridge, or you go to water dispenser, right? If you are hungry, where you go? Straight way to kitchen or restaurant, or you order something. You know the source where you find that, right? So when you want to excel in outer world, you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to be successful, and if you want to be very happy, so you have to dive inside, and that is the source. When you sit for meditation for even few minutes, if you not just meditation and forget about meditation, if you sit calmly, quietly, close your eyes, be with yourself, that is the source of whatever you want to give outside, right? So that 5-10 minutes is very, very important for you to be with yourself, because that is the source, right? If you don't dive inside, don't turn inside, where you will get the energy to perform outside? Yes. So that is the earning source. If you want to spend 1,000 rupees, you have 1,000 rupees or dollar in your hand that has been spent. You have to earn that, right? So to earning energy is to dive inside, turn yourself inside, sit for some time with yourself.
I have one experience I want to share. So whenever I do a practice, like good practice, consistent practice, I see my business is like my work is growing up. I see I get more students. I see I'm more connected. I like to teach more. When I'm not practicing, it just go behind. It keeps going backward. Like I can experience it all the time. Like and I like to experience more. Okay, I see myself. Okay, if I'm practicing, it goes forward. If not practicing, maybe I stand there, or maybe I go backward. So I can experience this.
That brings balance, the fine balance, whatever is needed to perform, and especially for youngsters, I have I have strong thought about it. जो बड़े हो गए, जो बूढ़े हो गए, जो सत्संग का, मेडिटेशन का, ध्यान का जो पहले आइडिया था कि अभी कुछ नहीं है करने के लिए तो करो, that should be completely changed. वो लोग कुछ नहीं करेंगे चलेगा. They should have fun in their life. All the elders जो क्रॉस कर गए हैं, वो कुछ नहीं करेंगे तो चलेगा, because they don't have to perform. They are free. Anyways, they are free. But those who want to perform nicely, want to be successful, they want to excel in their fields, they should do meditation, they should do practices, because otherwise in this challenging world and the complicated situations in life, where you will get the energy to just deal with that, right? Because this is the must needed thing for you all youth to start practicing and to be in this, to get those energy. And you should motivate others too. यहाँ पर जो भी है ना youth, whatever I will say, you all are एक जलती मशाल हो आप, ना? और एक fine, nice light candle, and you have to light all other candles, because I have seen many youth, they are into so much of darkness, without proper guidance, without proper clarity of mind. They are just here and there, and at least we should take that initiative. At least 10-15 youth in your life, you should support them with this kind of a meaningful journey. Anything.
I think that the process of support stems from that idea of, when we're in an airplane and then the cabin pressure drops, and they say when the masks come down, you have to put on your own mask before helping others. So that sense of being with oneself, realizing their sense of being and their presence in the world around them, internalizing and understanding their own bodily processes. Like if you know who you are, then you're in a better position of helping others go through that process. For example, since we're all youth, I'd like to give the example of Spider-Man and Miles Morales. There is another Spider-Man. And so he knew when the new Spider-Man gets powers, he doesn't know what to do with them. So he needs the more experienced Spider-Man to help him through the tricks of the trade. So I think that logic and motivation also require that. So then we go into the process of mentorship as well, right? So there's also a process of technicality there, and theory, as well as the empirical in it. Just my 2 cents.
Yes. Wonderful. Very nicely said. Yes. And everyone, all youth is the powerhouse of energy. No? And it is just a question where it is been diverted. No? Blast energy to hai. Kahin na kahin to direct hone hi wali hai. But where it goes, that matters the most. And here it comes the role of mentorship. Guru, guide, mentor, whatever you can say, it's needed, very much needed.
I think knowledge can be a beautiful source of support. Whether it's coming from a guru, whether it's coming from just a random post that you read on social media, or whether it's coming from a friend or a parent. I think when we're in that space of, overthinking or anxiety or just a negative loop, I think it's important to just take the support of knowledge. Because I think from personal experience, I say that when you just say in that moment that you want the support of knowledge, it will come to you in a flow. Because I think it's a need for us to be close to knowledge. I think there's a need to proactively seek knowledge so that when we are in need, it comes to us automatically.
Definitely. Yes, true.
And it helps because oftentimes when we're faced with critical scenarios, it's evolutionary. Not talking about the soul, this is mainly the physical aspect. There's what we call, someone told me there's the flight or fight, right? Either you want to run away from the tiger running after you, or you want to confront it. You don't want to confront it. But we have different tigers in today's society that face us, right? There is that sense of darkness that we talk about, motivation. So when we rely on knowledge, as Vishwa pointed out, it helps us when there is that freeze aspect that is needed. Fight or flight or freeze. When you freeze and take a step back, that's when the knowledge comes in. But discipline and the idea of the knowledge that you have gained, unconsciously, it will come out. And so I completely agree with what Vishwa is saying.
Yes. And that fight and flight response is already given inside. It is manufactured. Our infrastructure, it is there. Now you will not think that whether I should stand there or run. It's automatically, it has been, by default, it is in your system.
But I think in the modern generation, the truth is that we can't really fight or flight in that evolutionary sense. So when we freeze, and coming back to the fact of knowledge, the freezing brings the knowledge to you. You don't have to seek it in that moment. It comes to you.
And what is that, we will say that freezing is, you are taking a step back. Or you are just there. As I said, that is the, what you can say, the patience to freeze yourself, right? And that will come. Whatever is needed, that will come.
I think it goes back to the idea that, there is nothing in the world that you don't know. Everything is in here. It's just, it gets accessed at the right moment when you really want to. Absolutely. And that goes back to the idea of actively seeking knowledge, right? Like if you're not going to open your mind to knowledge, it's not going to pour in. But when you're actively seeking it, the effectiveness of that knowledge coming to you is magnified.
Yes, that's true. It is just like, we have so many hair in our head, right? We can count even. Agar kisi ne pooch liya ki how many hair do you have? Would you be able to answer? No. But if one hair pulls, you'll certainly note that. Oh, which one was that? Okay? So right time, right knowledge will come to you. But that sharpness and awareness and openness should be there. If you are closed, if your window is closed, outer day is so much good and very bright and sunshine is there, but your windows are closed, how you are going to see that? You will see the darkness. Yeah. So that curtain raiser, there has to be someone to raise your curtain, or you yourself motivate and do that for yourself.
It's
And
sort of like
rightly said that everything is available. Everything, the whole universe is there for you. And that seed of knowledge is there inside. But it is up to you how much you polish that and how much you are ready. Readiness is very important. No one can force you for that. And sometimes, challenges makes you learn something, because universe loves you so much. And why these challenges comes to your way? To make you stronger and to learn yourself. Otherwise, see, if there is no challenges, if there is just like it's a simple, boring, as it is life, every day is the same, everything is the same, would there be any charm, or would there be any fun to live that life? No, right? Then ups and downs are needed, and that makes the life beautiful. Ideas.
I think it goes back to the idea that, without darkness, you won't know the definition of life.
Absolutely. It's complementary to it.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. I would love to hear your thought, as well as like everybody else's thought, on the connection between manifestation, like universal manifestation, energy, the energy sources, and the world web. Like, I would love to know everybody else's definitions and thoughts on that.
Go ahead, everyone. Let me see your.
Yeah, I would like to discuss. It's one of my most favorite topic, actually. So I've read The Secret like long back, okay, and that's when I started, not believing. Maybe I always believe it, but that's when it grabbed my attention and I started, bringing to life even more intentionally. So what I feel is everything, every particle, every dot, even is an energy in the universe. So manifestation is nothing but concentrating energy on certain things that you wish, and probably attracting that in your life. And like you said, all the knowledge is already there, you just have to seek it. That's the same way manifestation works. Everything out there is already available, and it's just putting your energy to certain things to pull that into your life. So that's something that I implement sometimes, and how I see it.
Yeah, for sure. And if anybody hasn't read that book, I would definitely advise everybody to read that book. It's called The Secret.
What's the book called?
The Secret.
Yeah, that was my first book. That was my first book in my life.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, The Secret 1, 2nd, and 3rd, I think so. That was my first book. Like, I actually don't like reading books. So after reading that book, it just changed my life. I can say the life as well. Like, because after reading that, I started reading this, The Power of Subconscious Mind, and it was amazing. Like, if I wanna just share this experience, like, it was great. Like,
we are, what we want to think, what we want to get, what we want to give. It is all about us. And there is this multifold diversity in universe, but at the end, everything is one. Because all human minds, they think same, they feel same, they experience same. Right? There is nothing new outside, but it is up to you that how much strong you nurture yourself. No? And if you nurture yourself in strength, then whatever you want without manifestation, you will get it. Without even thinking, before in hand, you will get that. Because that is the power of yourself. That strength, you already have it inside. And what we say World Web is all about, I would say, it's a complicated negative mindset. It is our mindset, how we see the situations, whether it is challenge or it is just opportunity. If we see it as a challenge, we feel that it is a web, or we feel anxiety and doubt and all the negativity starts. But when we see every possible thing as an opportunity and we just flow as a river, that power and strength will automatically come. We bind our thoughts in concepts and shapes. But if we are just like a water, wherever it goes, it takes that shape. And that power and confidence we have. And we should believe that first, and then we should move. That will automatically flow. There is nothing impossible in the universe. Everyone can be that strong. It is not ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी chosen ones को ये सारी चीजें दी गई है. नहीं, everything is available for everyone. Right? Universe is so kind. There is no discrimination.
I think though the concept
very good point, in fact. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay. I think it's a very good point. It's all in the mindset. I see a lot of champion athletes. It's all in the mind. Legends of this universe. Pick any personality, and you see that it's all in the mindset. If you have a mindset to achieve something, if you have a mindset to do something for the society, for make a difference, I think it all starts here. And I think once you have that strong will to achieve your vision, I think nothing stops you, because you don't see any challenge after that. You don't see any difficulty as a difficulty. You just keep working towards that goal, and that's where I think a lot of difference is made. Once your mindset is not into it, I don't think you have that that energy coming in. So that mindset is I think the key
yes
to do anything.
There is two words. There are two situations. That one way you think and act, and that is you use your intellect and you do certain things, you likes and dislikes and these and that, right? And many people I have seen, they don't think much and they just do it. So I would say what is the difference of names? If we say that when we use intellect, that is intelligent people, they do it, right? But what about the people, they do things just flawlessly? I would tell them genius. And it just goes and it takes the shapes whatever is needed, and that energy keeps coming to perform that. Because the biggest blockage is our mindset. The biggest speed breaker, I would say, that is our mindset. Nobody else can stop us. Yes? Okay.
Can I add something?
Yeah?
I would just like to add something when in the talk of manifestation. I think one of the manifestation sometimes feels like a concept that is very far from us, because it's like you're talking about magic, you're talking about miracles, you're talking about the universe. But when we come back to the individual selves, like bringing that manifestation to the individual level. I think one of the first practices would be to be grateful, to exercise gratitude, because it, before wanting things, before
thinking about that, that this is my mindset, there must not be any similar situations with that person, that may be completely different. So reading and experiencing and living this knowledge makes me more and more subtle and stronger, to deal with the situations of life. And I'm very happy, and I would advise you all to go through this Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It's amazing knowledge.
I would also like to add something. Hello?
Yes, Krusha?
Yeah. I would also like to add something. Like we were talking about abundance and attracting, manifesting basically. So I believe that it is possible when we see life as a process, not as a goal. Because these days goals have been so, they are not defined properly, because they are either materialistic or they are just something temporary or short term. So I believe when we see that we are, seeking knowledge, but there are layers, okay? So if we vibrate on a certain level, then we might attract something, then we might gain that knowledge and go onto a deeper level. So that is how I think manifestations work, and then we reach the core of, the greater power, or I don't know what exactly, but that's how. And I also believe that consistency comes from when we link the habits that we want to our old patterns. Like if there are a certain bad negative thinking, like you said, so we can link that with like reading books for more knowledge. So then we can move on to meditation. So if we try to break, like personally it has helped me that if we try to break certain patterns by something, replacing something, it does work better. And yeah, that's it.
Yes. Yes. Nicely explained your thoughts, Krusha. Great. Okay, anyone else? Julie?
Hi, Andy. I think what you said about not thinking about the other person, in terms of when you said like about a friend or about somebody else, and not sort of taking that responsibility of making an opinion about them or what could have happened with them. I think that sort of allows a lot of kindness, and like that allows a lot of going easy on both the person that you're dealing with and yourself, because you're not sort of worrying about it and you're not stressing yourself out about it. So I think you pointing that out is a lovely reminder to keep in mind. Just that, like having that sort of kindness for somebody else can also reflect on ourselves.
And by that way we are being kind to our own self first, and you are not caught up in the box, in the certain mindset, and we are allowing us to be free from that. Yes, Harit?
One question I had is, why do we seek happiness? Why is there an effort for happiness? And sadness comes very naturally. You get disappointed very easily. You get hurt very easily. You get not demotivated, but sadness basically comes very easily. And happiness takes an effort. It takes something. Why is it that?
It's a wonderful question. See, I would ask you one question into this. What is darkness?
What is
darkness?
Something where you don't see anything.
Mm-hmm. And how can you remove that?
like moving to a brighter place or getting light into it.
Absolutely right. So darkness is basically absence of light.
Okay.
There is nothing like light or nothing like darkness. This is just a complementary. When you can experience happiness, when you have experienced that sadness, and these are basically strong emotions. All are strong emotions, right? And these situations sometimes make someone happy, someone sad. Just a simple example that if India and Pakistan is playing the cricket game, one team is winning and one team is losing. The winner team will feel that happiness, and the losing team will feel that sadness. It is the same. It is the same plateau, same platform, but it is a different feeling of your own self, right? And where you take your energy, where you divert your energy. And the moment you make yourself, the process of making yourself strong, this all the negative emotions, what you said, sadness and hurt and negative emotions will not bother you much. And that is happiness. Happiness is all the time, it is there. There is not a one single moment where happiness is not there. It is just like a light, this brightness is there. But the darkness is your own concept and inability to overcome those emotions. I would say that. The moment you become if you ask a small kid that what you will give a chocolate, and you will ask that you want chocolate or happiness, what that kid will prefer? Chocolate, right? Why not happiness?
Chocolate will give him happiness.
He's already happy. He does not want to go for whether happiness is not there or there. Yeah, chocolate will make him more happy. But he don't know the lack of happiness. He's already happy, right? So he go over for chocolate more. Just like that, if we cultivate that habit of happiness, it is our nurturing our own self, the tendency of being happy all the time, come what may. And when your happiness is not dependent on the things outside, the person outside, and when the events outside, you are already happy. When you feel that you are not happy, when you seek that happiness is somewhere outside of yours. Am I making sense?
Yeah, just one thing I want to extend this further. So what if you have created something, you've put in every effort, every sweat into it, and to an extent you know that this is all going to end. How do you overcome that?
You said your answer. Your answer is there in your question. When you know that the theory of impermanence, you are just there, you are just doing, and you're putting efforts more than what you can do. It's just the extra efforts you are making. And when you do that extra efforts, you always expect something in return, that happiness or whatever you are doing for them. But when you feel that the theory of impermanence, everything is going to end, at that moment you just drop everything and you are that is the acceptance of the present moment, whatever it is, whether it is good, bad, happy, sad, whatever. And for certain things you can't do anything, you have to just accept. And trying to do more than what you can do will make you more in trouble, will bring misery to yourself. At certain point, just drop it. Yes, Harit, have I answered?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Julie?
About what we just talked about. So, two questions actually.
Yes.
One is to think about joy. to think about the idea of creating something and then bringing it to completion. But like you said, when we sort of let go of it at its completion, then does that diminish sort of the joy of having taken it from point A to point B? And the second was when we were talking about how sadness affects us in relation to also having created something and having to sort of let go of it and let it be. I think then, like, is sadness more of or negativity is more the fear of losing something happy than feeling sad or feeling down about it?
Absolutely, very good question, and I could somewhat I could understand what you're asking. See, when we are doing anything to get happiness, no, to get something more at the end, and with the process, we are seeking something at the next step or after some steps. Then there is always a fear of losing that charm or losing that happiness or feeling that sadness. But if we do something with happiness or with that accomplishment, I am having it already, I am happy, then there is no fear of losing anything. You are just enjoying the journey. You are not waiting for the destination that at the end of this journey, I will be happy. It's not like that. You are already happy and you are doing it. So there is no fear of losing anything.
Thank you. That is lovely. Thank you. I'm going to remember that.
Yes. Anyone else? Yes, Krishna.
What are your thoughts on striving for state of happiness versus striving for state of neutrality?
Neutrality means balanced state of mind?
Balanced state of mind.
That is wonderful. Actually, see, when we go for happiness or sadness, there are two sides, right? And where we have to be balanced. When we are on the happiness side, we have to see that we are observing that balance, or we are continuing with that happiness. When we are sad, we want to come out of that sadness, right? But at the middle path, very nicely, Krishna has brought this point. On the middle path, there is no worry, no anxiety, no tension to lose anything. Right? You are already happy. It's a completion. Middle path is a steadfastness. Right? You are just there for response, not for any reactions. When you go for happiness, that is reaction, sadness, reaction. When you observe and practice that steadfastness, you don't need anything else. And you are strong.
Would you say lack of happiness and sadness is the same as balanced happiness and sadness?
No, it's not at all about lack. It is complete. Those who are complete and full, only they can practice this steadfastness and that middle path, because they know all the avenues of both. Yes, Beam, what you are saying?
I think I would go for Vairagya instead of that one.
Sthita Prajna?
Mm-hmm.
So Vairagi only can practice Sthita Prajna. It's a wonderful state of mind. Vairagya is state of mind, dispassion. And dispassion will not bring any boredom. No, mostly it's a common definition of Vairag means your lack of interest, disinterestedness. I would say you're doing everything with complete interest. And that is Vairagya. You are just not attaching yourself to anything. Right? When you attach yourself with something, that brings happiness or sadness or ups and downs and like that. When you are doing everything with that one mindset of completion, You are complete. You are not seeking outside anything. You are already complete. You are having what you are doing, what you seek outside, and practice that steadfastness. You are already a vairagi. You are already a dispassion. And what things cannot given to vairagi? Everything comes on the way of vairagi. That dispassion has have so much strength that everything comes to it.
Okay.
Dispassion, you can say, is just like an ocean, just like an ocean. That all rivers of your passion, cravings, everything comes to that ocean for fulfillment.
Okay, cool.
And in your generation, it's beautiful thing I like about it, for for this youth generation. And what we were lacking with is your few philosophy of having fun in your life, having chilling attitude, relaxed attitude. We were lacking with that. We were never nurtured with these kind of things. We were always used to. We were taught to do everything with that so much seriousness. We do seriously, and sincerity was there, but with seriousness. And the same things you all guys I have seen in your generation, and like it's so much about your generation that you're relaxed and you're doing. You're handling the situations. You're very much relaxed, calm, and you're doing things. And that completely gives a different flavor and different charm. You don't make everything around you heavy. You make it so light and calm and accepting atmosphere. It's very nice, and that things we all generation have to learn from your. That's a beautiful thing. Yes.
And with that, I would like to modify my introduction.
Yes.
I am Krishna. I am a citizen of the world. I am an amalgamation of science and religion, and I am.
Kya baat? Bahut achhe. Very nice. Superb. Yes. Anything else? Yes, Sumit, you want to ask anything? You have raised the hand. Okay. It's really amazing and very good discussions. I didn't expect this discussion will go like this. It's really deep discussions, and very happy to see you all on this platform at this level of understanding. You don't have any mundane questions that all other youngsters must be having. You all are very deep rooted, grounded, solid youth.
I think this is a very enlightened group who are already on a journey to understand themselves.
Yes, definitely. Yes, and I would like that you make one youth club or whatever you want. Take some initiative for the society, Okay.
We don't have any questions. Nikki Didi, do you have a question?
No, I was just saying thank you for hosting this, and it was a wonderful start to the year. Some thought for us to take back and reflect on. So thanks a lot.
Okay.
Do we have a little bit of time, or are we?
Yes, I have all time. All my time is yours.
Okay.
I am going to head out now, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I think I must also be off just to assist with some household chores, but it was a fantastic time talking about
I
and
think
hearing
just
these.
wait for 2 minutes. Vishwa want to say for 5 minutes more?
I think like less than 5 minutes.
Okay. So can you, Krishna and Beam can stay back?
Most definitely.
Okay, so we have a little bit of like a rapid fire round where we just want, like simple statements to a certain question, a certain words that I say. Would that be okay?
Okay. And you will be firing me?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Doctors.
Doctors are useful and needed for the society.
Money.
Power, and you can enjoy.
Creativity.
It's breakdown of boredom.
Love.
It's beautiful.
Guru.
Torchbearer.
Family.
Strength. The biggest strength.
Doubt.
Weakness.
Faith.
Strength.
Heart.
Should be open diary.
Sadness or tears.
Tears, when it comes out of gratitude, it's good. Otherwise, it's a sign of weakness. It makes you weak.
Enthusiasm.
Most needed for life. To make you alive.
Yoga.
It's a path.
Anxiety.
Not good. And lack of being in the present.
Regrets.
Not worth. Waste of time.
All right. Would anyone like to add any words?
That's it.
That's it.
I was good.
Religion.
Religion, it makes you strong. Dharma, right? You're asking?
Science.
Understanding.
Nothingness.
Say it again, babe.
Nothingness.
Nothing.
Nothingness. Avoid. Empty.
Empty. Oh, nothingness. Nothingness. Everything is.
Nature.
To enjoy. Reality.
Nurture.
It's must. It's a training. I'm so happy to receive all this. Wow. Okay.
Time.
Immortal.
Okay, one more. Dating and relationships.
Makes you charming. And it's always understanding. Okay, anything else? Done? Wow, thank you so much for joining me.
It was a great time with you and we enjoyed a lot, and I hope so. I'm motivated for tomorrow. So hope so. And thank you so much for inviting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. And keep sharing your pearls of wisdom and your, keep coming and keep organizing such sessions so that you can become a torchbearer to others. Yeah.
Thank you, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone.
Once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take
Bye.
care. Stay safe,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hi.